You know, it's a huge question, right? How do you actually teach a child about the world? I'm not just talking about memorizing continents and capitals, but helping them feel the sheer wonder of it all. Well, today we're going to look at a really powerful answer to that question, and it comes from the Montessori approach to what they call cultural studies. Yeah, this is the question at the heart of it all. And in a Montessori classroom, the answer isn't going to be found in some dusty old textbook or a long lecture. Nope. It's all about lived, hands-on experiences. The whole goal is to let kids actually touch and feel and discover the world completely for themselves.
Okay, so how do they actually structure this massive exploration of, well, everything? It's actually built on 5 core pillars. Think of them as these big, interconnected areas of study that all work together to give a child the whole big picture of our planet and, our place in it. And you can just see how physical and real this all is, right? Geography isn't about memorizing a bunch of facts. It's a kid physically putting together a puzzle map of a continent. History, that starts with their own timeline, which connects them personally to this giant unfolding story of humanity. Zoology and botany, that's all about getting your hands dirty, watching life cycles, and actually gardening. And then cultural traditions kind of brings it all home through these amazing universal things we all share, like food, music, and celebrations.
But here's the most important part. The real magic of it. These are not separate subjects taught in different classes. The whole Montessori philosophy is constantly showing how they're all connected. Think about it. The plants that grow somewhere are tied to the geography, right? And that geography shapes the history and the culture of the people who live there. It's all one single interconnected story.
So yeah, you can already tell this approach is about so much more than just cramming a kid's head full of facts. To really get it, we have to look at the why behind it all, the real heart of this whole way of learning. And wow, this slide really just nails the difference, doesn't it? The traditional way, a lot of that is focused on just memorizing facts, dates, names, places. But the Montessori goal? That's a whole different ball game. The real aim here is to build a genuine respect and a deep, almost intuitive understanding of the world and everyone in it. It's really not about what you know, it's all about how you relate to that knowledge. And when that's the goal, you get these incredibly powerful outcomes. Kids start to develop a real, genuine respect for diversity. They feel a true connection to the natural world. They start seeing the big patterns in our shared human story. And all of this works together to build this amazing sense of unity, even with all our differences. It really all boils down to that last line. Culture teaches belonging. It teaches you that you have a place here.
All right, so this learning process, it's not just random. There's a really beautiful and logical path to it. It's a journey that's designed to guide a child from the stuff they can literally hold in their hands to the biggest, most abstract ideas you can imagine.
So look, the journey kicks off with the physical world. A child is literally holding a globe, this solid, tangible thing that represents our entire planet. Okay, once they get that, they dive into the living world that's on that planet, all the plants and animals. From there, it's about the human story, starting super close to home with their own family and then zooming out to communities and civilizations. And then, finally, it all comes together in this incredible cosmic view, understanding the whole universe and our amazing place in it.
Let's make this totally real for a second. Just picture a Montessori classroom. You've got one child, and they're focused on this puzzle map of Africa. Their little fingers are tracing the long, winding path of the Nile River, feeling the shape of the continent, seeing exactly how that river carves a path through it.
And at that very same moment, another kid might glance over, see that map, and suddenly remember pictures of the Egyptian pyramids. Boom, a connection is made between that river and a piece of human history. And then, maybe across the room, a third child is just mesmerized, watching a caterpillar transform into a butterfly, witnessing this universal cycle of life. In that single moment, geography, history, and zoology, they all just click together completely naturally. So, when you bring all of this together, the 5 pillars, all those hands-on experiences, this whole journey from a little globe to the entire galaxy, what's the ultimate lesson? What's the one profound thing a child takes away from all of this?
This is it right here. This is the absolute heart of the whole curriculum. The entire goal is for a child to get deep down in their bones that they are not just some isolated person, but that they are part of this huge, beautiful, and totally interconnected family of all life on Earth.
So really, we can define Montessori cultural studies as something way bigger than just a curriculum.
It's a framework for building peace through understanding. I mean, think about that. By creating this deep sense of connection, it shows kids their real place in the world, not just as someone watching from the sidelines, but as an active, compassionate, and totally engaged citizen of the planet.
And that really just leaves us with a final, thought-provoking question, doesn't it? This whole approach challenges all of us to rethink what education is even for. What if learning wasn't about what we know, but about who we become?